In this lesson, we're going to review how to create sub-procedures for commonly used tasks in Excel using the record macro technique. We will then review the code created for each task and remove any unnecessary lines of code that are created. In the end, you'll be required to create your own code based on the sub-procedures generated using the record macro technique. The typical use case for generating sub-procedures for commonly used tasks in Excel is to avoid the need to write codes yourself when they can easily be generated on their own. As we are now using the VBA interface, it is better to get an overall experience with the VBA syntax before explaining its features in detail. It will also give you great confidence to see how your concepts will turn out in practical examples. We're now going to record macro for the following commonly used tasks. You can record macro for these tasks on an empty Excel workbook. Open the workbook and save it as a macro-enabled workbook. Then go to the Developer tab and select the Record Macro button. Then start doing the tasks in the order we have provided to avoid confusion with the code generated. We will start with cell A1. Change font style to Times New Roman and font size to 14. Then select options to bold text, italic text, and underline text. Then change the font color to black and fill the cell color to yellow. Then toggle all alignment options to the order stated. Then wrap text, merge and center, and then unmerge. Then format the cell into number and then into percentage. Add all borders and then thick borders. Auto adjust columns and rows. Select column A and then hide and unhide it. Select the first row and then hide and unhide it. Insert a new sheet and then delete it. Rename the sheet and then move the sheet by dragging. Use the move or copy command to make a copy of the sheet at the end of the workbook. Use the clear command, such as clear all, clear format, and clear contents. Open the Find and Replace window and select Excel for the search field and VBA for Replace field and then press OK. Press stop recording and you'll find the following code generated. It may be overwhelming at first to look at the code that's generated. However, we have categorized the code generated based on the functions defined for your ease of understanding. We encourage you to categorize the code generated yourself and then compare it with our result to see how well you understand the VBA code syntax. If you were to write VBA code manually, it would be very tiring. We first encourage you to read the code and understand the groupings we have made for you. You'll start to find a pattern and detect precisely what part of the code is making the requisite changes. By now you must have found the first 6 common tasks can also be written as only one code instead of 6 different code categories. We will therefore copy the first code generated for font style and customize it to encompass the first 6 tasks that we have mentioned. Please find below the code structure. You'll notice that the code starts with selection.font and has a list of properties that can be amended. A lot of these properties are set to false. We can change the properties as per our requirements, and the language syntax is simple enough to understand which property needs to be amended. If you look at the alignment codes as well, you'll see that it covers both the horizontal and vertical alignment aspects. You can use the same code for both horizontal and vertical alignment. You'll also see a wrap text code so that you can cover the wrap text option with this code. We'll now look at the codes generated for the two border options. The codes generated are lengthy, but you'll notice that they're repetitive and cover all sides of the border, that is left, right, top, bottom, vertical, and horizontal. So there are only 4 lines of code duplicated 6 times to cover all sides. You'll also notice the find and replace code is very detailed and complex, but with little effort, you'll find the 2 options that you want: the value for the find option and the value for the replace option. The rest of the code is simple to understand with the VBA language syntax, so we're not going to go into them in too much detail. You can form an understanding of these codes by comparing the code generated with your own requirements while recording them. Now to practice, write a code that changes font style to Arial and font size to 20, aligns the cell to center and middle alignment with the wrap text option allowed, and then auto adjusts rows and columns. We're sharing the logical flow below, but we advise that you view them once you try it yourself. The logical flow is that first we want to activate a cell for the code to act on. To keep things simple, we activate cell A1 with the following code. We will then perform formatting on the selection with font style and size. We will now align the cells with center and middle alignment with the following code. We will now use the autofit and autofit rows and columns. You just viewed that instead of writing all the default code lines, we only selected the relevant aspects of the code to generate the desired result. It saved us with all the irrelevant coding lines that would overwhelm us when recording a macro. VBA coding is all about understanding your requirement and then modifying VBA code based on your requirements. In the next part of this lesson, we're going to create more sub-procedures for commonly used complex tasks. Hey guys, thanks for watching this lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, I'd really appreciate a like and subscribe from you. And if you want to learn more about Microsoft Excel, check out these videos above. And don't forget to check out our website, commercecurve.com, where we have lots of in-depth finance and accounting courses available with full training workbooks. All of our courses come with complete workbooks of lessons, examples, pre-built financial models, and training video. Hope to see you there.